All right, Farmer Bob is back here out in Holt Summit, Missouri, live again, back with you. This is Holt Summit, Missouri. Carlton Flowers here with the Go Political channel, showing you where I grew up. I'm going to take a quick walk and show you a few things, and then I'm going to get in the truck, and you guys can ride with me back to Jeff City. So I am in the Ozark Mountains, giving you all a little bit of history about where I live in central Missouri, where I grew up, things that I do, and then we'll talk about aging. I was talking about dementia, taking care of my mother, and talking about what's going on the federal level as it relates to Social Security and funding for Medicare. So anyhow, let me give you all a quick look around and show you some things. This is the wood pile right here. There's my wood pile. Okay, and then I want to show you this right here. Who knows what that is? I bet you can't guess what this is, especially if you're one of these city slickers that ain't country like me. If you're a city slicker, you may not know what this is. I got to clean up this whole area. It's getting a little junky. But look at this. What is this thing? What is this? Well, when I was growing up, my dad believed in burning firewood for heat, okay? And so he was a Mississippi man, grew up in Mississippi with no running water, with no flushing toilets and all of that. And he had to get up at 5 a.m., make the firewood. And then my uncles would churn the corn just like you see in the old movies with the thing that you push around in a circle and squeeze the sorghum to make syrup. And then my grandmother, who lived in this house over here for a while, she would make the buttermilk biscuits for the family, and that's how they lived. Well, here in Holt Summit, this is my barn. That's a basketball goal that has been here for, good Lord, at least the last 50 years, maybe. This is my barn. This barn is gorgeous. I'm going to tell you what, this barn is probably over 100 years of age. So let me kind of show you if I don't fall. I've got it full of junk. I keep paper and cardboard and stuff that I use to burn in the boiler. This is a fireplace, guys, if you couldn't guess what that is. And so we burn wood out here. And there's a water jacket that goes around this that the wood heats. And so this is a wood heated boiler. And it pumps hot water into the house underground to a heat exchanger. And it heats the house in the wintertime to cut the heating bill. Well, anyway, here's the barn. And looking inside of the barn here, you can see I painted Zeta on that door there. Back when me and my wife were in college. There's my, that is my saddle for my pony that I had. So look at all the room I have in here. There used to be animals in here before we lived here. And then upstairs in this loft, I'm going to use this loft to store construction materials. I'm going to build a Lazy Susan elevator so I can get stuff up to the loft. Okay, so let's see who we got here. Wim Veets, God bless my mom. Thank you very much. Critical Smoker is back in the house. It's a real man's pizza oven. Man, I tell you what, you could probably make some bomb pizza in that thing if it was a pizza oven. What's up, Angie? Good to see you. Critical Smoker is in the house. Man, Critical, I still got to talk to you about artwork because I want you to do some artwork for me. So look at all of this. Okay, so out here, as the wind is blowing, one interesting thing, we had a pool there. It's like not being taken care of. But you can see all those trees that have grown up in there. One interesting thing here in Missouri, we have an invasive tree species that popped up. And these obnoxious trees will grow to 100 foot in a matter of a year or two. They pop up everywhere, and it's hard to keep them under control. And when my dad was living, who I lost 2 years ago at the age of 83, he was obsessed with cutting down these invasive trees on the farm property out here. And it's really hard to keep up with that. Okay, so I'm going to walk around the long way to get back to the truck, just so I can show you a couple things. There's the truck there. See, I'm just good old farm boy. We country out here, all right? I growed up in the country. We do things country style. That's all it is. We're just good-natured, kind people who help one another, trying to do a little good in the world. So as we walk out here, I'm going to show you a few remnants. There used to be a shanty right here. See this wood pile? That was a shanty, and there was a brooder house where we would hatch chickens. And these structures were on this property from over 100 years ago. And if you look out here, this used to be the pen where we kept animals, sheep, chickens, goats, everything. And you can see a pile right there. That was where the chicken house was, okay? And so those structures, again, they're over 100 years old. And it was about 5 structures on the property way back when. Now, I'm going to turn around and let you look through these trees. You're going to see my fishing hole. My pond is out there, right beyond these little trees here. And we got a pond full of catfish, bass. We got some sunfish, everything that you could imagine, chock full. And then we had big gardens with fruit trees that used to bear so much fruit, it would break the limbs if you did not prune the trees. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 gardens out here. One garden was down the hill here. We had grapevines, we had grapes growing, and then we had another garden over here and another one here. Great big gardens. And so I grew up planting vegetables and picking strawberries and taking the apples off of the apple tree. So now I'm on the other side of the farmhouse. It was built right there. Look at the farmhouse, guys. It's going to come down one of these days. I come down. But that is the farmhouse where for 2 years before we built a great big house down there that my dad built. Master musician, but his dad was a carpenter, and they bought a set of plans for 75 cents at the hardware store, modified it, and built the whole house. So right here, what you're looking at, this is in here, and it's overrun junk trees now. And this is where I had apple trees galore. I mean, it was just amazing. Yeah, there's snakes out. It's the country, so you're going to get some black snakes. Every now and then you might run across a cottonmouth or something that's poisonous. So you got to kind of watch out for the poisonous snakes, but good because they eat rodents. So here we are out front. Got a car here. It's one of my cars. It's about to go back to the body shop. 92 Lincoln Town car. It's been sitting here dead because the transmission went out, but I'm going to put a new tranny in it and turn it into a pimp my ride type of car. And then look at this. This has sat here for 10 years. That's an RV. You wouldn't believe this, but it runs. And so I'm going to restore this RV of my dad's. It's full of wasps. Good Lord, there's a hornet's nest there. I need to kill all those hornets. It's actually going to go to the body shop, and I'm going to restore the whole thing and go camping in it. We used to take camping trips in this Tiaga RV. In fact, it went all the way to California in the back and back. That was like the biggest trip that we took. So here's my basketball goal that my little brother put up. And I keep all of this area mowed. It's a lot of work to keep up with this property. And so I have to take care of my house. I have to take care of the body shop. And then I have to take care of the farm out here. 5 acres of woods and trees and vines and stuff that grows faster than you can keep up with. It's a lot of work. Yes, the RV. I can't wait to fix that thing up. So it's going to take a little bit of work, but it will be fun. So there's the road that goes back to Jefferson City. And then you can see nothing but thick trees here on this side of the property. And so our property goes from here all through these woods. Okay. And then as we're looking at the house there, it goes back that way for 2 or 3 more acres and all the way around. Okay. So we got 5 acres of space. And this is where I grew up running around out here in the country. And my cousin Stephanie used to come and spend every summer in the country. She grew up in Gary, Indiana. And so then we would go to Gary, Indiana and spend time there and Chicago and Detroit and then come back for the school year. So this is my property. Trees, trees, and more trees. Okay, let me jump in the truck. Oh boy. I bought this pickup truck for my dad in 2016, and he was so excited. He had such a good time with this, and he drove it every day until the day I had to trick him and take the keys away because he started hitting stuff. In fact, there's still a couple dents and rough spots from when Dad was hitting things, and I stopped him from driving, I think, when he turned 82. So I was like, okay, Dad, I need to borrow the truck. And then I just snuck and never gave it back to him. And I said, he'd tell me, Carl, son, I need the truck. Bring my truck back. He spoke very dignified. And I'd say, oh, well, Dad, how about this? I'll come pick you up and take you to your doctor's appointment because I need the truck the next day. So I would get on his nerves and I would trick him like that. And I had to keep the truck away from him. But my dad made it through 83 years. In the last 6 years, the last 6 months of his life, we found out that he was living with cancer. He had 4 different types of cancer: lung cancer, bone cancer, pancreas cancer, and cancer in the stomach, and we didn't even know it. But one thing that extended my dad's life, after having a heart bypass, he had a quintuple heart bypass at the age of, I believe, 72. And after that, he became a health nut and started eating vegetables, eating very healthy. He was the natural remedy expert. And I tell you what, I think that he fought off that cancer and extended his life another 11 years after having cancer, and we didn't know, but there was some clues that he had the cancer. So that's why I'm such a health nut. And my mom, being 87, she's very healthy, other than the fact that we're entering into the stages of dementia. So it's tough to deal with that. One thing that helps, one thing that makes it go, okay, we're back again. Okay, still there, 14 people in the house. So anyway, humor helps, guys. Humor helps when we can laugh. There is Judge Petty. Hey, Judge Petty, I got to catch up with you. It's been a long time. I've had a horribly busy week trying to get through all these jobs in preparation for going on vacation to Florida, but I will catch up. I've got so many videos that I'm in the middle of the production that me and Judge Petty spend so much time digging up great information for the Dalton Chronicles that is still coming your way. Yeah, Mara, you know me well, Mara. She knows how many jobs I have, and then that's one thing I wanted to go live and have y'all come out with me to visit my mom, because this chews up a good hour or two of every day, and it's one of the things that I have to stop everything I'm doing. I gotta cook dinner. It takes me an hour to make dinner for my mom, and then I come out here, serve her dinner, and have to really try to get her to eat, and then I take care of the property. And so tonight I was mowing the lawn, cleaning the house, running the vacuum cleaner, doing everything to care for my mom. And so I've also got 2 projects in the body shop that I'm trying to finish and get out, and I've got 2 engineering projects that I'm in the middle of, all going on at the same time. And then my phone rings off the hook every day because I have a lot of people who call me for advice and this and that, you name it. And then I help my grown kids. My oldest son is 32. He lives in Columbia, Missouri. My next daughter is in Texas. I just got off the phone with her today because she had a plumbing problem. And then I've got the young architect who is 22, who lives in Columbia. And then baby boy, who's 20 years old and lives in St. Charles, Missouri, where he is working at Hunter Engineering, doing a co-op in his mechanical engineering, in his schoolwork. He's a sophomore. He'll be a junior, but he's doing a co-op. The other job that I have that I forgot to tell you about, you remember when I had gone live when I was in Ferguson, Missouri. I talk about Ferguson a lot. And so I'm rehabbing a house, trying to get this house finished and on the market in the next 30 to 60 days. That's yet another thing that eats up my time. So I've decided that since I'm going to be going to St. Louis at least twice a week, once I get back from vacation, we're going to do more ride-alongs, where we're going to be able to chit-chat, hang out. You can ride with me. It takes me 2 hours to get to that house in St. Louis. And so maybe we can live stream for half of that time, and we can catch up and talk. have a good time. I can tell you what's going on. So yeah, it is looking like rain out here. The rain is sweeping across the nation because of the hurricane that was happening down in the Gulf Coast off of the coast of Texas. So it's working its way out east. We're going to see a little bit more today. This will be the last of it, and then you guys are going to get it out east. I'm just hoping, hey, what's up, Caroline? She's back in here in the house with me again, riding back from Holt Summit. Caroline, hit the rewind and watch the replay of this one, because I did a little tour. I walked around to show you my farm property where I grew up, the house that I slept on a cot on. So anyhow, yeah, that's right. Mara, you and Caroline, the birthday buddies, are going to be doing the birthday celebration on the 12th, live stream right here on the Go Political channel. I'm hoping all this rain gets done today. We need the hurricane action to be gone before I go to Florida on vacation, because I want to hit Clearwater and I want to be on the beach every day, maxing and relaxing, chilling out. We're going to be in Clearwater for 3 days, and then we're going to be in Daytona Beach for 4 days, and I'm going to be surfing in Daytona Beach while I'm looking out for the sharks. I forgot the lady's name, the channel that does a lot of reporting on Dalton, and she did a great video about a week and a half ago, and she was talking about Florida, where she lives, and how the sharks have been coming up close to shore. So I'm hoping that those sharks go on their own vacation and leave us alone while we are surfing, because I don't want to be dealing with any sharks. I got to get my surf on, man. I'm ready to have a good time. So when I get down to Florida, I will do a live stream or either a video upload where I will that my wife picked. We got a Verbo in Clearwater, and then got the other one in Daytona Beach. So I will show you guys, I'll give you a complete tour of the vacation accommodations. And I had mentioned it in the last live stream. Yeah, hit the like button, people, help out. Thank you very much. On the way down, it's going to be a 17-hour trip. We'll probably drag it out to about 18 or 19, stopping and eating and fooling around. So on the way down, on the trip, I will be live streaming from the Flowers family van. We got a nice Chevy 1500 conversion van that we take our family trips in, and I will be able to go live and talk to you guys, and we can talk about what is happening. We'll talk about what's going on in Chicago. We'll talk about what's going on with the election. We're going to talk about Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and I have yet another club banger video presentation coming your way. And this one is going to be very controversial, guys. All right? This is one that is just going in the notebook today. And Caroline, I meant to tell you about this one, because this one video that I'm doing, as it relates to what we have been discussing on email, this one is about cursing and foul language. I've done a little research, and I'm going to share this research with you about cursing and foul language and the effect it has sociologically on human beings, on groups of people. Now, here's the controversial part about it. Mayor Tiffany Henyard, as it relates to this topic, is a positive example of good behavior. And we're going to compare Tiffany Henyard as it relates to cursing and foul language and some other people, some who will be named and some who shall not be named. I will hold the names of certain example people, I will hold them private, because I don't want to get in any discussions and get involved in mess. But you're going to learn some things, and you will be shocked at what I have to say about Tiffany Henyard, the devil woman herself, as it relates to cursing and foul language. And then you're going to learn a few things about me and my upbringing on this video, And I'm going to kind of share with you why you don't see me cursing, using foul language on my videos. Now, nobody's perfect, and I may have slipped up in the past, and I think I did slip up and curse on one of the live streams with cousin Eric of Report and Opine. Go like and subscribe. Eric's going to be coming back with us. Me, Eric, and Caroline going live to talking about the election. In fact, we're going to have like a weekly election report. But I slipped up and said a cuss word on that live stream. In general, you're not going to see me cussing on live streams, and there's a reason for that. I will not use foul language, vulgar language in public. And you're going to learn why when I do this video presentation. Now, I ain't going to sit here and lie to you and say that I don't cuss. Now, I'm a God-fearing individual who grew up in the church and believe in the Word of God, right? I was also raised up by a grandpa who was a Baptist preacher who cussed like a sailor. And my well-spoken, articulate father, the Reverend Hugh Flowers Jr., he used to cuss too, but he never cursed or used vulgarities in a public setting. The only time you would ever hear him curse is when we were working in the garden, chopping wood, working on the farm, or talking in private about a situation. Now, sometimes it is necessary to use curse words, foul language, vulgarities. I'm not going to tell you when that is. You're going to have to wait for the video on that, but I'm going to tell you when it is appropriate and helpful to use foul language. But overall, like I said before, you're not going to hear me using foul language on my videos, and I'm not going to tell you why. I will share the psychology and the sociology why I hold true to this belief when you get the full report, but for now you're not going to get it. Now, one thing that I would encourage you to do is to kind of do some what do you call it, introspective thinking. Look to yourself and kind of think to yourself, how does my language affect other people's lives? How does my language change or influence people's perception of me and my behavior? How does it help me to be viewed in my profession? I want you to think about that, okay? But as it relates to Dalton, I can't wait to tell you, because this will be one of the few videos where I'm saying positive things about Tiffany Henyard, and she's going to get an A+ on this. She's going to get an A+, and I'm going to tell you why. An A+. And now, it's really sad. It's really sad when someone from the dark world, is beating other individuals out who are trying to get her removed. But she has better behavior in this respect. Expiration date is in the house, and I'm trying to see with my beady eyes here. I can glance down and see. Expiration date says, so glad to hear you speaking of this. So that is great, and I'm glad you got the alert. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a whole video on cursing, profanity, vulgar language use in public, and what its effect is from a sociological standpoint and a psychological standpoint. It's going to be a very important lesson for those of you who are wanting to be successful. Okay, something else I want to mention. Who wants to make money? I want you to type money in the comments, because I'm going to go back to this and I'm going to look and see everyone who posts money. All right, I am a serial entrepreneur, guys. Okay, I've got 5 businesses. There's probably more if I really sit down and think about it. Something new I'm going to be doing on my Hustle Blueprint channel. I am currently helping, what's up, Matt? I am currently helping my cousin Eric of the channel by the name of Report and Opine. I am helping Caroline of the channel that goes by the name of Bottom Line with Caroline, and several other people, including my son with the sports channel. I'm helping them to grow their YouTube channels and leading them down the pathway to getting monetized and making good income. For those of you who are also YouTubers who are struggling to make money. One is Tony. Antonia, if you happen to be watching this live stream, I don't think you're here right now, but you are invited. And I'm going to be doing coaching on the Hustle Blueprint channel to help you people, haha, who want to make money on YouTube and get monetized and grow your audience. So I figure since I'm helping my cousin and I'm helping Caroline, my good friend from Canton, Ohio, which is where my wife is from. She's only 10 minutes away from where my wife grew up. Let's see, expiration date says that's wonderful, awesome. I know Mara is going to be growing her channel. She is currently posting videos, just getting started on building her channel. I'm going to be helping everyone, and this is going to be my experiment group, okay? There's no fees and charges for that. I'm just helping a group of friends, and I want to see if I can help at least 10 people get monetized where you're making $1,000 a month or more on YouTube. I learned from experience, and I've been on YouTube since the early 2000s. This is not my biggest channel. I've got another channel that has 8,340 subscribers. All right, I've got 6 channels. And so I've learned a lot. I know a lot. And I've learned from a fraternity brother who goes by the channel name, The Lead Attorney. Okay, and he has a course that he does for $350 when it's on sale, and I'm thinking about taking it just so I can find out if there's any pointers that I don't have that I'm going to be teaching you guys. But I've learned a lot and picked up from him things that really work, and I've added it to my repertoire, okay? And I want to teach all those things to you guys. So I want to take a group of people, and I'll be doing live streams on the Hustle Blueprint, right? And I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get monetized. So I want you to type money in the comments, and I'll go back so I can collect everybody and see how much interest we have. And then I'll get back with everyone, and you can go to the Hustle Blueprint. I will post a link once I get home and get finished with this live stream. I'll post a link to the Hustle Blueprint so you can subscribe to that channel, because that is where I will be posting all of my YouTube growth and monetization videos to help you get monetized. Now, I'm in the neighborhood. I'm gonna show you my house here. Let me slow down real quick. I'm gonna drive by it. I'm gonna show you where I live. This is my big old house that's empty, okay? So that house, I've been in here since 2011, and unfortunately, it is a 4,127 square foot house that has 6, okay, I'm back. Back again, still got 23 people in here. But as I was saying, the reason why it's sad is because all my kids are out of the house. They're all grown. So even the baby boy who's 20 years old, he has his own apartment, a studio apartment in St. Charles, and he's paying $1,100 a month for his own place. So all the kids are out. Now they come home and they visit. John Luna is in the house. What is up, John Luna, my good friend, who's always been such a great supporter of my channel and what I do. I really appreciate you, John Luna. So I've got this great big house. It's like a hotel. It's like a dorm, okay? It's great for entertaining though. So when my daughter from Texas and son-in-law come and the grandbabies, we got places for everybody to stay. And sometimes we have the 3 that live in here in Missouri. They all come along with my future son-in-law, the architect who is dating my architect daughter. So when they come, there's plenty of bedrooms for everybody to stay in the house. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so getting out here, I'm gonna show you the family van real quick. This is what I'll be taking the trip to Florida in. So here's the side of the house. There's my deck up there. Should be in my Wi-Fi range, so I won't lose you anymore. So here's the swing set that actually my older 2 kids used to swing on that swing set. The younger 2 grew up on this swing set here. And now it only gets attention when the grandbabies come. So I keep this nice. We got a nice little bed down there. We put a new slide in for the kids, and that's their little clubhouse. So that's for the grandbabies when they come in town. Here we got some maters growing. It's my mini garden. And then we've got grapevines over there that are growing underneath us, underneath the arch there. Now, let me show you the family van. So this van I bought this van from my brother-in-law about maybe 10 or 15 years ago. He bought a brand new in the year 2003, and it was $51,000 brand new. And he went through an divorce and had unloaded. And for always told him, one day I'm going to buy that van from you, brother-in-law, and that was a life goal. And I never knew how I was going to be able to pull it off, but then one day I was able to do it. So I bought this van, a 2003. I've had it since maybe 2010, and we have driven this van across the country. These anymore. It's got the bubble top. See the bubble top? It's been through a major accident where I had a mechanic working on it in his driveway when I was in between shops that I owned, and he left it in neutral. It rolled down the driveway, across the road, through the woods, and got smashed up in a bunch of trees. It was a very day. So it's very comfortable, has a very decent ride. It's very nice inside. You've got the kissing doors on both sides. Ignore the junk. I got to clean it up when we take our vacation. But see, check this out. You got the kissing doors on both sides, and you come in here, and you got the big old TV. So the kids watch movies, play video games. At the back, you can get 3 people in the back. Got the lights up there. It needs a serious cleaning. Just put in a new rail system. So this is what you're going to see me coming at you when I'm on the trip. Let's see if I can read some of these comments there. Disconnect from your home Wi-Fi while you're outside. Oh yeah, I should, because then when I drive up, that's a good idea, Caroline. So turn that off when I, because then I pull up and I get blasted off. So then back here, this is where we load all of the stuff, and you can see this boogie boards are still in here from last year. We never did clean it out. That's pretty shameful that we did not clean this thing and take everything out from last year's trip. So now you can see in here, there's the TV. It's real nice in here, so we just gotta get it cleaned up and ready for the trip. But this is what I'll be live streaming in when we go on vacation, and it's always a good time. Yeah, it's a big van. We've put 7 people in here for the trip. So is my Wi-Fi making me lag now? That's really odd. That's really odd. Let me know later, because I'm in the range of the Wi-Fi now. So now I'm walking in the house. My wife's probably going to be on the couch watching TV. Yeah, she is. You want to say hi to all my friends?
No.
You don't want to say hi?
No.
Okay, my wife is not going to say hi. You don't want to wave, say hi. She's not wanting to be sociable right now, but this is the family room there, and then we got this.
What? It's a mess. What are you doing?
It's not that bad of a mess.
No, it's a mess. Don't do that. What are you
Okay,
doing?
this is a live stream.
Oh, shoot.
She's showing me out, guys. Well, look at this. I want to show the art wall. This is all the art that the kids have done over the years. Stuff that they've done from grade school. I mean, look at this. Handprints. We got everything. It stayed up here. We've never moved it. We even have some origami that my son has done. So this is the big, messy kitchen. Okay, we got lots of room. It's just a few friends. It ain't that many people. They can't see. They can't see. My aunt used to say, don't clean up your house and never apologize for your house because it's your house.
Hey,
I kind of like that.
don't do that.
Okay, I won't do that. Wife says don't do that. Now, so this is a neat room because this is the music room. So instead of having like a dining room, we decided to have a music room because we're a musical family. So as you can see, they said the house looks fine, by the way. We have a drum set. There's the keyboard. There's the amp. You're going to see some guitars over here, a lead guitar, a bass guitar, a Rockwell picture, and then here's the Wall of Fame. These are albums that I had growing up. That's the Wall of Fame there. All right, albums. And so then we've got Squeaky here. There's Einstein, the guinea pig. He's a greedy little sucker. And then I've got my trombone on the floor there. There's a couple trumpets there. We've got a violin here. There's a cello in this house, an upright bass, all sorts of stuff. So that's the music room. And then here's the front door here and out on the porch. And then, do you want to see my office? It's a mess. Do you want to see my office where I shoot all my videos from? If somebody says type office, if you want to see my messy office. It's a mess, but I'll show it to you if you ask, but you have to ask. So then here's the front driveway. My wife parks in there, and then I park. Well, it's full of junk right now, but this is my garage. So there's a, what's up, Ice? What is up, Ice? Okay, Ice says office. I guess I got to show off the office. All right, I'll show the office. My wife's going to kick my butt for doing this. All right, here we go. I think everybody's office is a mess. That's what they're supposed to do. Oh, by the way, so this goes upstairs, okay? And then that's where the hotel is. Oops, phone call. So we got the 6 bedrooms upstairs. There's just tons of room in this house. So I'll try not to show you all the junk, but this is the office. So here's the door to the office, okay? So this is my area. Look at the recessed ceiling. See that ceiling? Isn't that cool? And then I've put some sound foam up there. So I have junk everywhere. There's another keyboard. There's all of my file cabinets for all the businesses. And then look at this junky area. Here is all my stuff, the printer, the computer. This is the supercomputer that I was telling you guys about, that I just spent another $800 on upgrading this computer so I can get better video production done and also be able to live stream. Okay, so we have a new AMD, I think it is what, the 7900 processor, and I've got 64 gig of RAM that has gone in there. So I got more junk over here. And there's the green screen. See the green screen? That's where I shoot my video. So then come over here and sit at my desk. And now, see how that looks? There's the green screen. Doesn't that look great? But actually, this is all the junk that you don't see while I'm shooting. See all my junk? My light up keyboard, got all the hats on the wall there. There's all my hats. Hat collection. All right. And you'll see me wearing that cowboy hat when I go to Texas. And so now we have a nice green screen. There it is. Let me turn on my light. Now, how about that? I've got the light on, and then I can actually clip the phone to the holder there. And so now we've got great lighting against the green screen. So when you see me shooting with this green screen in the background, you're going to know where I am. Yeah, the ceiling is cool. I love the ceiling. That's kind of one of the things that really sold me on the house. A lot of detail in the ceiling. Very nice room. So I'm going to do some more upgrades to this room, put in some more sound foam because it does echo a lot. Oh, Romanian color. Well, that's cool, Mara. Blue, yellow, and red. How about that? That's cool. So your son has a similar computer that his dad got him just before he passed. Wow, $2,000. You can put down some money on this computer equipment. And it had been 4 years since I've upgraded. So I was due for an upgrade because I was getting so frustrated. I had to upgrade the computer and the internet connection. So now I have a fiber optic connection with 1 gigabyte internet speed. And that really helps for the live streaming and for uploading stuff to YouTube. Okay, so that is pretty much all I've got for now. And hope you enjoyed the previews. Glad to have everybody in here. Thanks for checking in. No, John Luna, I am not a Cowboys fan. No, no, sir. Now, I was for a short period of time because my wife's brother, who went to Bowling Green, BGSU, one of his good friends that he played with got drafted to the NFL, and then he was the backup to Deion Sanders when Neon Deion was a corner for the Dallas Cowboys. And when he got hurt that year, then Charlie Williams is his name. He stepped in and started for a while. So during the time that Charlie was playing, we had to be Dallas fans. When he was done, we were finished. Okay? Now the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, yeah, I'm a fan of them, but not the boys. No, not at all. So we're Chiefs fans and Lions fans. I'm from Chicago, but I'm not a Bears fan. I'll watch the Bears get beat up, and I do root for them when they're playing the stupid Green Bay Packers, who my cousin Stephanie, for some odd reason, who grew up in Gary, she's a Packers fan. Okay? Expiration date says I have a cutout of Deion Sanders full size. Wow, that's cool. I'm a big Neon Dion fan. In fact, I need to get his book. I'm a big Dion fan. I like watching him on social media. I think he's a pretty good guy. And he's like gone through such a life journey. He's a very inspirational person. I agree with a lot of what he does, and I think he's a great leader. And Colorado is really lucky to have him. So I'm like a Buffs fan when they're not playing Mizzou. I'm a Colorado fan just because Neon Dion is there. All right, guys, that's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out with me on the ride along. I hope you enjoyed Hope Summit, Missouri, and my trip. And I will see you soon. I will be back very, very soon. And expiration date, you have to get that out of the attic and take a picture so I can see it. Post it to your channel. Okay, we'll see y'all soon. This is Carlton, and I am out.